If solving equations with brackets on both sides confuse you, this video will help you. Let's look on example 1, but first let's look on where students usually make a mistake. Usually they subtract 2 from both sides of the equation, but that is incorrect. Try to expand the bracket first. Expand means multiplying throughout the bracket. Multiply everything in the bracket by what is immediately outside of that bracket. So let's start. 5 multiplied by x is 5x. And then 5 multiplied by 2 is 10 equals, remember, multiplying throughout the bracket. 2 multiplied by x is 2x, and then 2 multiplied by 8 gives 16. Now we have x's on both sides of the equation, so unknown on both sides of the equation. It's best to group all the unknowns on one side of the equation. Therefore, we'll undo our 2x here. We'll undo the add 2x on the right hand side. Why? Because we want to ensure that all of the unknowns are on one side of the equation. So we undo add 2x here, which is subtract 2x. And on the left hand side of the equation, we have to subtract 2x just to ensure that our equation remain balanced. Now we have 3x add 10 equals 16. So now we undo the last thing that was done to x. Here we have x multiplied by 3 add 10 equals 16. And the last operation that was done to x is add 10. And the reverse of add 10 is subtract 10. We subtract 10 on the left hand side of the equation, and we subtract 10 on the right hand side of the equation as well. Now we have 3x equals 16 subtract 10 equals 6. And then we reverse the last operation done to x. Here we have x multiplied by 3, and the reverse of multiplying by 3 is dividing by 3. So we divide the left hand side of the equation by 3, and we also divide the right hand side of the equation by 3. Now we have x being equal to 2. Let's try a question. So you can pause the video and try this question. Okay, let's see what you got for your answer. Remember, you must multiply throughout the bracket. So 7 multiplied by x will give you 7x, and then 7 multiplied by 2 will give you 14. And that is equal to 5 multiplied by x is 5x, and then 5 multiplied by 5 will give you 25. Now we group all the x's on one side of the equation, and here we have a 5x. So the reverse of add 5x is subtract 5x, and we subtract 5x on both sides of the equation. So on the right hand side of the equation, we subtract 5x, and on the left hand side of the equation, we will subtract 5x as well. And this is to ensure that the equation is balanced. Now we have 7x subtract 5x gives 2x. And then we have 2x add 14 equals 25. Now we undo the last thing that was done to x, and here we have x multiplied by 2 add 14. So add 14 is the last operation done to x, so we reverse add 14, which is subtracting 14, and we subtract 14 from both sides of the equation. So on the left-hand side of the equation, we subtract 14. And on the right-hand side of the equation, we subtract 14. Now we have 2x equals 11. Again, you undo the last operation done to x. So here we have x multiplied by 2. And the reverse of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. So we divide both sides of the equation by 2. And we now have x being equal to 11 divided by 2, which is 5.5. If this video helped, please like, subscribe, and look out for the next video on simultaneous equation. This video will help you to solve simultaneous equation.